Hi YouTube, this is JJ714 coming back at you. The purpose of this video, I just really want to talk to especially new naturals or people that are considering going natural. The reason that I think it's so important because there are so many videos out on YouTube today that it can become overwhelming and sometimes confusing about it seems like everybody has a product that they're selling. Everybody has something that they're promoting. But when you're starting your journey, the things that you want to know is how do you get started on your journey? Where where to go, in other words. So I might actually start doing a video maybe once a week just to share um, some of my experiences, so hopefully it will help somebody who maybe just decide to do a big chop, or they're transitioning, which my daughter, she transitioned into natural. So I'm really exposed to both the big chop and the transition. And I think now, since I've been in my journey a little bit over 2 years, that I have gained knowledge and understanding on what to do and what not to do with my hair. And I'm looking so forward to the rest of my hair journey, to reaching my goals, because now I really believe that I can reach my goals. One of the first things I would always have to say is that before you purchase a product, what you need to do is do your homework, do your research. Um, I had never heard of any such thing as your hair grade or hair type, 3A, 3B, 3C, 4A, 4B, 4C, 2 whatever. I never heard of that before I big chopped, and actually I didn't hear about it until after I big chopped. So it really took me probably, a good, I would say 90 days, maybe 120 days, to really even determine what my hair grade was, because one, my hair was really short, and then two, my concern was how to combat dryness. So I didn't have time to really sit there and think about what my hair type was. But it's important to know what your hair type is because if you know your hair type, it will save you time, money, and energy not spending money on unnecessary products, um, finding the products that work well with your hair from the beginning of your journey, which in turn will help you to simplify your regimen. Because I find that the simpler that your regimen is, the easier it is to follow. It's just like a recipe when you're making a cake. You would not dare try to make a cake that you have never made before without following and finding out what ingredients go in the cake. So the same thing with your hair. You need to find the proper ingredients and roadmap, which is what your regimen basically is, so that you will have a successful hair journey. Um, I really would say that if I were to decide today, and I'm not going to do that, to do a big chop again, I would be so much more informed on what is proper for my hair and what is not proper. When I decided to go natural, it was really not a choice that I made, but it was one that was sort of made for me. My hair was very, very damaged. It was very weak. Um, like so many people, I use weave a lot or braids a lot to try to cover up the damage that was done to my hair. But the last time that I got a weave put in my hair, it was put on improperly, and when it came out, all of my hair on the top came out. So I had no choice but to get my hair cut. Um, so that's why I know how traumatic it was for me to get a big chop. And you always, when your hair is short, of course, you're going to always run into people who have beautiful, long, pretty hair. And then it's like not having your hair is a woman's hair is her glory and her husband's glory. So not having your hair can affect your self-esteem. Um, what I want to start out with saying that as far as knowledge is concerned, there's already roadmaps out there. There's good information out here, not only on YouTube but on the internet, and in books. But there's a lot of bad information too. So the key is being able to decipher what's good and what's bad. Now, one of the first things that I did do, but I have to give my husband credit because he was the one after I did my big chop, and my hair was so dry. I was always constantly jumping in the shower or running my head under the faucet, wetting my hair because my hair was just, I mean, brittle, dry. And one day, after about a week of doing this, my husband said to me, "Why don't you go to YouTube? Because they make you videos for everything." And I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, why don't you just go to YouTube and just, type in, like natural or big chop or something like that and see what happens." So I did do that, and that was the beginning of my journey. But what I wished I had done in the meantime was also do more research about books, good books, or people out there who had obtained the goals that I wanted to obtain. Now, I do have to admit, when I first did my big chop, I had no idea about, neck length, shoulder length, mid back length. All of this was brand new to me. So it really did take trial and error. And I finally got bold enough to start doing YouTube videos. And um, like so many of you who are not doing videos, I wish you would, because I'm sure you have a wealth of knowledge that you can share with me and so many others as well. But I was home. I had lost my job and couldn't find a job. So I started, part of making my day go through was doing videos. Um, well, I ran into some really good friends. One of my friends here on YouTube, she introduced me, and this was after I think I'd been in my hair journey for a little bit over a year at the time. And I was still somewhat frustrated because there were things that, I had started buying products or things that people were suggesting, and it still just didn't seem like my hair was growing at a rate that I was happy with. So my friend recommended that I go to Hairlista. Once I found Hairlista, it was like a whole new ball game for me because they have so many wonderful young ladies and gentlemen on there that are serious about taking care of their hair. But not only that, they're willing to share the information that they have. And in so doing, I started hearing names like, for instance, Shakur. I had never heard about Shakur. And so I actually, tried to do internet searches on her and so forth. And for a long time, I really could not find anything because between working and school, because I did start working at the time, and school, I just didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of research. Well, one day I finally found some information and I happened to just send an email. And believe it or not, she responded really, really quick. And so once she did, I found out that she actually had a website out. It's called Beauty Bit by Bit. But she had also written a book, and I went on Amazon.com and purchased a book. For all newly naturals, you need to get this book. I cannot say enough. It's called Grow It. And it talks about how to grow Afro-textured hair to maximum length in the shortest time. And Shakura, she's a very lovely. This is a picture of her right here. She's a very lovely woman, inside and out. Because I have never had anybody, even when I go on YouTube and I respond or ask people questions, I've had people who never answered a question, and that would really uh, you know, it frustrated me because I felt like, okay, well, you're making progress in your hair journey. You know, you would think that that person would be willing to share. But sometimes I've found in this journey that people don't like to share everything because somewhere along the way, their goal is to come up with a product that they can push out to get people to, you know, buy their product, but they give you limited information or limited access to themselves. But this is what I enjoy about this book is because she talks all about the process of the technique, which is grow it. That is the ultimate goal in your hair journey, is you want to grow your hair. She does not push products, even though she does mention from time to time some products, but she does not push a particular product line, or anything like that. And there are a lot of naturals on YouTube who are not giving credit to where credit is due, but if they would really be honest, they got a lot of their information right out of her book. If it wasn't her book, it was Kathy Hauser's book. So everything that you get, that you're seeing now, as far as in the natural hair community, where people are doing books or whatever, seminars, whatever, trust me, they have found somebody else's work that have gone before them, did the work, and they're not giving them credit for it. But it really, really is somewhat disheartening because, you know, with the economy the way that it is now, I always try to purchase within my community and so forth. Um, However, it's very, very difficult dealing with our own kind because there's so many people who they're willing to stretch the truth in order to make a dollar. And it really, really is astounding because the thing is, if we would do the right thing, because I always believe in the Word of God. I've always been taught that, you know, you can't be God giving. In other words, if you're a person that you give, you will never have to worry about a need because of the fact that you're a giver. God is always going to open up a door for you or have a door open for you. But it really, really is disheartening when, you know, every time I look around and I go on YouTube and, you know, I don't know who came up with the, you know, YouTube natural hair gurus. You know, guru, what is that? But, you know, sometimes people, you know, they're blessed, they get followings, and there's nothing wrong with people following you. Just make sure if you have a group of people following you, that you're honest about what you're doing. You know, be a person that's transparent. In other words, if someone asks you a question, don't let it be 2 years before you answer or not answer. Or, you know, you do a video and you try to do a catch-all where you say, well, oh, well, this is the popular question that has been asked, but it may not answer the question that the person needs. Well, I'm going to cut this video short because my daughter's bus should be coming in a minute, but I'm going to come back because um, it has really, really been on my heart about being a person that is a person of integrity, a person that will be honest and forthright, and a person that if someone has asked me a question and I really don't know the answer to it, I will be honest and say, I just don't know the answer. But with this, I'm just going to stop right here and I will be back to complete this talk for today. Thank you.